since I filmed a makeup tutorial or maybe even just a video in general, and I do apologize, I've just been busy. But I did want to film this foundation and contour routine because I've just fallen in love with some products that I recently bought and I had to share them with you guys. If you guys are interested in this look, just keep watching. I don't know why I keep doing this with my hands lately. You can ask my friends, like, this is kind of my weird thing, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So this is my face without any face makeup on. I do like to do my eye makeup beforehand just because I feel like the eyeshadow sometimes falls down and then you have to wipe it away and it can ruin any foundation or concealer that is on your face already, especially when you're using like a shimmer or a glitter. That stuff is a bitch to just wipe away. It's just easier to do my eyes first and then I can just wash away whatever falls down and then start with a clean slate for my foundation. I always wash my face ahead of time. I always love a fresh face. Even if like I go to work during the day and I have a date later on that night, I always come home and wash my face because I just like putting makeup on a fresh face. So yeah, it's a lot more work, but it's just like the way that I like to do it. Make sure your fingertips are clean because you don't want to like rub oil into your face. Like, no. I just bought this L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur at, where was I? I don't know, like CVS. You can just get it at the drugstore. And it has SPF 30 in it, which is awesome because I like to protect my skin. It erases the look of wrinkles, lines, and pores. And I actually really do like this stuff a lot. Just put a little bit on. Rub that in. Don't mind my humming. I feel like I haven't filmed a video for you guys in a while, like on a tutorial. So I apologize. I did get this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer Perfecting Primer. So I'm going to layer that on top. I don't even know if it's necessary to wear both. Yeah, you just need a little amount. I feel like maybe if you're going, you'll be out like for a long time and like you really want your makeup to stay for like the whole day. Like maybe the layer of the Miracle Blur in this primer will help it stay on. I don't know, but I've been loving it lately. And oh my gosh, like my face feels so soft. Like this primer and the Miracle Blur, like it's the weirdest texture. It feels like velvety silk, if that is even possible. My friends and I went out last weekend, which we never go out. We went to Old Town Scottsdale. I hadn't gone in like 2 years, but anyways, they came over and we made it like super girly and we were putting on makeup and all this stuff and I had them put it on and they were just like rubbing their fingers like, what is this stuff? But yeah, it's weird. So next, I got this True Match Lumi foundation by L'Oreal, which I absolutely love. And this is a shade Buff Beige. It's N4 in the neutrals. It ended up being like kind of dark for me, but at the time I was tan, so it kind of worked. But now that it's kind of fading because I don't spend that much time outside because it's so damn hot, I got the same True Match Lumi by L'Oreal in Natural Buff in N3. So it's kind of just a lighter shade and I like mixing the two together. I just put a small little pump on my hand. There's the N3 and then I just put a small pump of the N4. There's the N4. I'm taking my Real Techniques stippling brush. I love this thing and I'm just gonna dab it in there. I'm just gonna start patting that product all over my face. I like patting it into the skin so it really absorbs it, and then I will go back and start blending. I don't really concern myself too much with under the eyes just because I'm going to be going back there with concealer and all that stuff, so I don't want it to be too thick under there because it settles into the lines and it just looks like kind of a hot mess. So anyways, now I'm just gonna blend this out with circular motions down the jawline. Just go down. You don't want to look like you have a mask on because that's scary. So when everything is kind of blended out in your face, I even go on my lips. Kind of acts as a primer for your lipstick or whatever you're putting on for that day. I am going to be using the MAC Prolongwear Concealer, and this is in shade NC20. I love this stuff. I really, really, really do. I've been wearing it for, I don't know, quite a while it feels like now. So I'm just going to put that on my hand again. I'm just going to take my ring finger and dot that on under the eye. I go on the tip of my nose, on my chin. I know it looks like a crazy person right now. And then just like kind of up that T-zone. And around my nose where there's a redness. And then if you want, just drag this down and kind of make it into like a nice little triangle. Ew, I make the ugliest faces when I'm putting on concealer. I know I look like a crazy person. So now that that's on, I'm going to take a little beauty blending sponge. It's actually not a beauty blender. I got it at Sephora. It has a square like surface rather than just the beauty blender, which is more like a dome or a rounded cone. We'll call it that. So I'm just going to take that and start patting that into my skin. The concealer is lighter than my actual skin, which is fine because I do want it to act as a highlight. This helps even if you have like a cat eye, which I have on, it helps clean that up and keep that line looking sharp, which is awesome. And then go over here and do the same thing. Get in that inner corner, make sure you just pat it all out. I love the Beauty Blender sponge because I feel like it really presses the products into your skin. And it doesn't have any like of those brush marks. Like sometimes even with my stippling brush I'll have like brush marks, or with like concealer brushes you'll have those strokes, and you don't really want that. The little blendy sponge takes that away and really makes it look natural on your face, which I love. So now that this is done, you totally go out like this. Add some bronzer or some blush and you're good. But I think I want to show you guys today how I do contour my face. So I'm using the NYX Blotting Powder, and this is BLP02. It's light medium. I absolutely love this stuff. Like, it's to die for. So I'm just using a Bare Minerals, some sort of powder brush, and I'm just patting it. I barely got any product on there. I'm just putting it in my T-zone, on my chin, and that's about it. I'm gonna set my under eyes as well. But I'm not going to be using this brush because it is really big. I've been taking my Beauty Blender sponge, put the sponge in the powder, the same powder, and then blot it on. Then it'll work. And it's been like my favorite thing in the world. So I just go in that same triangular motion, get more of the powder on your blender, and do the same thing around the other eye. I don't know what it is, but it just really doesn't settle into those fine lines. It makes like a pretty smooth surface. I don't know if you guys can see that from here, but I love this weird combination of blender and powder. I don't even know if you're supposed to use it that way, but I absolutely love it. So I've been wanting a MAC Pro palette. Well, there's only 3 colors in there, but I've been wanting to start one for so long. So I finally took the plunge. I think last week I went online and I ordered some colors that I thought would work well with my skin, and I'm absolutely in love with what I ordered. I ordered Sculpt, which is a contouring powder, and I ordered Accentuate, which is a highlight, and I use it for under the eyes. And then I ordered the blush margin, and I'm absolutely obsessed with all 3 of these colors. Like, they work so well together, and they've been my go-to every single day since I got it. Like, I feel like it's gonna run out fast, but hopefully not. This is a Face Secrets angle brush, and it just works well for me. So I'm going to get a little bit of that Sculpt powder on there, tap it off, and I like to pinch the brush so it's a little bit smaller. So to start contouring, you look at my face and I start just above the ear and I'm gonna bring it down to about right here. You don't want to be too close to the mouth. I don't know, I don't really do the fishy face. Sometimes I do. Just depends on how I feel. So just take that powder and start brushing it down and forming a line. Make sure you brush it into your hairline. I guess I am doing the fishy face. I don't know if you can see that line, and then just kind of brush it up so it's not such a line. Take the remaining product, you don't need that much, and work it into your temple right here. Whew, that was a lot. I gotta blend that out. And then work it down to meet that other line on your cheek. Work that into the top of your hairline right here. And then do the same thing with this temple. And then go back in and get the same amount of product with that Sculpt and your angled brush. You can already even kind of see the natural line that it is on me. So, sorry, I'm like looking at the viewfinder while I do this as well. So I'm gonna do the same thing, bring it down, and just kind of carve out that line. I just recently started getting into contouring and I didn't know what I was doing, and maybe I still don't, but I love it and I'm obsessed with it. So, I'm gonna blend this side up. Blend that side out. You can see here and here. I'm gonna take the remaining product right here and I'm just gonna work that under the jawline, under the chin, under here. I have a Sonia Kashuk number 108 brush. It's like an angled little brush. I'm gonna take that same color of Sculpt on the brush, just tap it in, you don't need a lot. And I'm gonna try and do this where it looks cute. You're going to draw a line on either side of your nose. Starting here, I have this one. It's really quiet, so I apologize. I'm just really concentrating on my line. So I don't know if you can see that. Maybe. So now I'm going to take a little bit more. Get out there. And then draw the other line on the other side. I feel like my nose has gotten wider since I've gotten older. Is that a weird thing? Maybe it's not wide, I'm just picky, but I feel like it has. Kind of just feather that up to meet the brow so it's more like the line doesn't just start here and then like not go anywhere. And then we're going to just take that color under the tip of your nose. This doesn't need to be like so perfect because no one's like going like, what is under your nose? I mean, that would be weird. Just kind of take that and blend it outwards. Don't blend it inwards, but blend it just a little bit outwards so you don't see a line. Then taking whatever is remaining on that brush, kind of just draw a little tip on the bridge of your nose. So it doesn't look like just two lines down your nose. So now I'm taking a blending and eyeshadow brush by Essence of Beauty. And since this brush by Sonia Kashuk that I use to draw the lines on is kind of just like really straight, I want something that's kind of a little bit more fluffy that I can blend it out a little bit better. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that right now. I have my mirror, sorry if you can see it. These talk through videos are like harder than voiceover videos. Alright, you can take your finger and even clean up a little bit, but hopefully, I mean, you can kind of see my nose contour. Next, I'm going to be taking a Real Techniques setting brush. I love this thing. So I'm going to take Accentuate on the brush. tap a little off. I'm just gonna tap that on under the eye. I don't like really wiping away any product. I just like kind of patting the powder in. I feel like when I go like this, it wipes everything away. So I don't like that. Taking a little bit more of that Accentuate. Let's pat that on under the eye again on the other side. And I love this stuff. It's like a more pinkish color. I did want to try the other one, which was, I think, Emphasize, but they were sold out. But it's okay because I feel like for summer this kind of works a little bit more because I am a little bit more tan than usual. So, and then whatever's left on this brush, just kind of pat it on top of your nose and up your T-zone again and around my nose. So I get kind of oily around this area, so I just pat that on. Next, I'm going to put my blush on. This is an Essence of Beauty brush. It says it's a blending and eyeshadow brush somehow, but it's really big. So I use this side as a blush brush and I use this to highlight. Tap my brush into there. And then I'm just going to smile. I smile like weird when I put my blush on. So yeah, I feel like I'm doing a duck face. So I'm just going to press that onto my cheek while I'm smiling and go in upward motions. So you can find the apple of the cheek and just kind of lightly work it up the top of your cheekbone. I'm going to do the same for the other side. It's really hard to talk and put blush on at the same time. Next, I'm going to use a shimmery highlight like Hard Candy, and it is in the color Honeymoon. And this stuff is amazing, amazing. Like, I don't know, it was like $5 maybe at Walmart, and I love it. So I'm gonna take the smaller brush of that two-sided brush and just work that right here. Kind of make it into a V motion where it meets the eyebrow. I don't know if you can see how wonderful of a highlight it is, but it's really beautiful and I love it, especially when I'm outside. So just do the same for the other side. And whatever's left over, you can even just put it on the bridge of your nose. I'm just going to use my ring finger like this and put it on top of my Cupid's bow. And to set everything, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray. It's the all-nighter one. I like it. I mean, I think I got it with my Sephora points, but I do like it. So I'm just going to spray that on and let that dry. At the very moment, I've been loving a nude lip. This is the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm in the color Complex, and it's amazing. Like, literally amazing. So I put this first on my lips. You don't need a lot. It's just, I mean, it's pretty just like that. But I like to add the NYX Butter Lipstick in the color Sugar Wafer. Just kind of on the center of the bottom lip, like this. And then press it in, and it's kind of like just actually the best combination of nudes in the entire world. So yeah, I'm not gonna like go do my hair and be like, oh, now I'm all done. No, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed my foundation and contour routine, and